They didn't give me. They only gave me one ranch. What the heck?
Didn't you hear that they're low on sauce?
Welcome back, y'all.
Really?
Yeah, they
Somebody only got one ranch, so it's gonna be a
well,
better night.
if we were at our place, we had tons of them still.
I could sell
Oh,
it.
shit.
I didn't know Chick-fil-A sauce turned into legal tender.
Please
Apparently.
don't put gasoline in a bag.
Oh my
That's-
gosh.
Please don't be one of those.
That's all I gotta say.
That's what now?
Gas.
Put gasoline
People
in the
were
bag.
freaking out about
Or, like,
gas
in one
not
of
being
these-
available, and we're putting them in like Tupperware
And
and
then
those gallon drums
Yes.
and all sorts of things.
People are smart.
Yeah. Also, don't wash your car with gasoline.
Oh, did you see that video? That's so funny.
Oh man, we're back. It's been a freaking month.
I
Been a long month. But yeah, got the room finished. I still have to do a little bit of paint, but other than that, it's done.
It's so nice of you to make us a D&D room, Mike.
Yes. Well, hopefully it'll be down here for long.
Yes.
Nice.
Actual
Yeah,
D&D.
baby. One that has stuff set in place.
We should
So
make
do
a
have new
trophy
computer
shelf.
coming.
I saw one of those on Pinterest the other day, and it's a shelf that you put the minis that your party has killed on.
Nice.
So you like start filling it up with like a trophy shelf. It was so cool.
I could do that.
Oh,
I could
that's
do
way
that
cool.
easy.
It's so
Start
awesome.
lining them up across there.
Yeah, just like little kills.
The D-Ride.
Yeah, man. So yeah, it's been a bit. So you just hit 20K
Woo!
today.
Hey, whoa, whoa!
Nice.
Been good
Missions
day.
open still or no?
Missions are still open. That's a bit of a wait, but I'm taking as many commissions as possible so I can buy merch for Comic Con.
There you go. So go get your character commissions. Or whatever commissions you want. Get them done. Help a girl out.
Woo.
Yeah. It's been a month, man. It's been a long month.
It has been.
Gonna be pumping out a bunch more 3D printing stuff on my Instagram coming up.
Yes.
Now that I've got a real printer to finally start doing minis.
Yes, I love that one. That was so
Whoa.
cool.
The skulls. Pass it over.
Oh
The
yeah, I
skulls
saw that on your Instagram. It's so cool.
Your little armored guy. Yeah.
Like, is it? Oh, I love
Look
it.
at the skulls.
So
Wow.
And then I love this
Little
one.
armored owlbear.
I love this one so much.
Oh my goodness!
Those
I
are
want him.
those are from Titan Forge miniatures. So yeah, dude, I can crank out a few more if you want a few for your campaign or whatever you need. Just
do
type up,
want-
dude.
One of the dragons from.
Gold Dragon.
Yeah, that gold dragon is so
Somebody's
freaking
about
cool.
80% through printing one. So I'm gonna start it now too. So
I love that gold dragon.
it's gonna be fun.
And it's like that big.
It's massive.
It is?
Ooh, it is.
Yeah.
It is massive.
They're
Huge.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, so crank out a few more of those. We'll have some fun.
Are we still level 13? Yes.
We are right now, yes.
Yep.
Somebody got her magic back.
Woohoo!
Hey.
Go to
Still
the
white
dog.
Still white hair.
Ish.
It's
The
kind
roots
of
were
growing
kind of
around,
around,
Yeah, you can see the roots starting to come in.
but she's still trying to
Kinda like
decide
mine,
what color
you
she's
know.
going to keep it. Yeah, I know. It's a little.
It's great. And starting to fall out.
Just too happy.
Got some serious power always.
Dude, just do opposite.
So
Like,
funny.
white
Opposite
on
of the
this side, black. That'd be sick.
It's the opposite of twins.
He's so sick.
Maybe you could learn to control the color. Who knows?
Dude, if I could just like turn my hair different colors, that'd be so cool.
Don't call me Nymphadora.
Don't call me Nymphadora.
Harry Potter. Come on.
Yeah.
Watch it. Don't be a
Nymphadora
douche.
tongues.
Don't be a douche.
You don't-
Watch it. Watch it.
You've never seen Harry Potter.
I mean, I've seen them. I just think I've seen them. Like, I
You
don't
know when they're sitting around the table eating
Lift
it, and she turns, she has the little, makes her face go into the little duck bill. Has her
She
hair go
can
purple.
Change her
She's
appearance
awesome.
like I will.
She's an animatrix.
Tonks.
Tonks.
Yeah,
Nymphadora.
calls her Nymphadora. She gets pissed.
She gets married
Don't
to
call me
Lupin.
Nymphadora. Her hair goes different.
She gets married to Professor
Lupin.
Lupin.
Yes, yeah.
They get
I think
murdered in
after
the Battle of
number 4, I
Hogwarts.
don't think I
You know, I don't think
Yeah.
I'm
Well, they don't
just.
get her to like 5, so that would explain some
Watch
things.
When my kids are
Read
old
them.
enough.
Dude,
Listen
my
to
wife
them.
and I, even
Listen
now,
to the audiobook.
my wife and I now will do You do marathons. I wrote
Do Harry
watch
Potter.
them from the first one all the way through. Same with
Ever?
The Hobbit.
Oh, I do
just
that like a
Star
little
Wars.
Yes.
Yeah, if you don't get the audiobooks for Harry Potter,
Yes.
that's what we
That's
did
my
when we went on our
sister.
road trips back and
My
forth to
sister
Texas and
listens to
Oregon.
them
and
on
get those, and
like
it was awesome.
5 times in
Yeah.
a row.
I still listen to books like crazy. So let's get rolling. Been a long run.
Gosh, it's been a very long time.
So, last session, the crew had just made their way back into the castle in Waterdeep. And were trying to nurse their wounds, figure out what the hell happened to both Ava and her mother. Her mother was taken into a separate room. Ava made her way down the hall while the rest of the crew was kind of arguing with each other and found a female in there that she spoke with that, come to find out, was the lore keeper that she had been told to find, that she had seen once before in a cave on Wildmount, where she and her father went in, and he sacrificed his essence to basically empower her and get her wounds back. This entity informed her that her name was Shalikas, showed her where she came from, a being of eternal energies, of solar energy that had been neglected or left to her own by the same deity that Ava was currently struggling with Rei. She learned a little bit about some of the family's past, that this person had been around for quite some time, and offered to give whatever power she could to Ava, helped her get a little bit more of her strength back, her confidence back, and eventually the power that she had failed to be able to achieve. Right at the end, she tried her Iron Man hands and they worked to get it. She had a little bit of changes, hair white, streaked a little bit. Trying to figure out what the hell happened there. The rest of the crew went back to the home of the Castellanters. They paid a visit to your brother, I thought, or tried. Who did you guys try to describe or message or something?
I got a bead from Peter and messaged. Oh shoot! What's
That's
his name?
right.
My
Yeah,
brain
you
just stopped.
messaged.
Valto.
Oh, okay.
That's right. That's right.
Which was the monk at the Citadel. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Because as you were, when you had originally vamped through the plains, playing the plane jumping heist that you love to play,
Oh my gosh.
you happened to see a picture of your monastery that Belladonna had spent quite a lot of time in, both conscious and unconscious, and saw some displaced or beasts or something that was around this and through a plane and before they vamped back. So trying to figure out what's going on there, if anything. He seemed to think everything was fine and hadn't noticed
Weird
anything
weather.
other than very weird weather that was pushing closer from what it sounded like to that area, but had not reached there yet, at least the worst of it. You received information that there's a lot of people that have been flooding into Waterdeep, coming from the east. Refugees, large amounts of people streaming in with stories and claims of weather events, dying vegetation, volcanic activity, earthquakes, all sorts of things going on far to the east. And the emissaries that had come with the third cube told each of you that they were heading east to the forest and were trying to get to Myth Dranor. None of them had been there. They know where it is, per se, but none of them had been there. When you guys were asking how long it would take, it was going to be, if you went from here where you are now, you're looking at, probably at least a week from where you're at right now. There was some discussion that was had, and Dieter said that you have the ability to get you guys to Hill's Edge, which would put you closer to within about 4 days, 3 to 4 days, to where your hometown is another at least 2 from Hill's Edge. But it is a totally different path. Up and east, or east and then dive south and make your way around the large sea that is out there. So there was some discussion that were being had. The emissaries also brought forward some papers that they had been collecting from the different parts of the world as they met up. Different pieces of, looks like hide that have script on them, some that are papyri type paperwork that have script on them, of different stories or different guesses or whatever you want to call them, that from what they were gathering are many different ages. However, all of them are in the same script. The same hand has penned each of those. Some are far older than others. So as you were looking through them, those are the ones that I blasted out to you guys to kind of see what we're talking about. There was a reference made directly to a follower of Shalakas is going to have a very key part in something that may need to happen at the foundations of creation that are far to the east, where I believe are somewhere either within the area of the forest that is around Mithranor. Mithranor is a elven kingdom that is deep in the forest. The forest itself has not allowed any outsiders in from the stories you guys are getting, but whatever weather and whatever is happening is basically coming up against that forest and moving around it. It's not penetrating into the forest. So the words they're getting, the tales they're hearing, the information that these guys are gathering, and all of the emissaries are saying that they are heading to Mithranor, with or without you guys, that's where they're heading. So that was where we kind of left off as you guys were discussing what you were going to do. So it's your call, whatever you guys want to do, whatever you
Now, DM, remind me, wasn't there a conversation regarding one of the emissaries saying that we could possibly vamp to her, like, which was like not the ethereal plane, but the Feywild?
So that was one that you guys,
or was that different?
you've already gone there before.
With
That
her?
was how you vamped from the dock
Oh,
to her home.
okay.
She showed him and like, take us here. You
Gotcha.
vamped. You landed, looking up at her house
Okay.
in the Feywild,
That's
and
what that
then
was.
boom, vamped up.
Different than where he's
Yes.
saying that he could take us this go
Yep.
around.
So from everybody that you've talked to in there, he's for the furthest to the east option that you have. You can go right this second.
And all of us that need to go.
Yes.
Okay. So there's not anyone being left behind.
That's your
That we're
guys'
aware.
choice. The emissaries are going regardless whether it's with
Right.
your help or if they just
Just
start going. They're heading that way sometime soon.
Was there royal guard still going with them?
Yeah, she. Yes. Amara. She's still going with
Apollo's
us.
crush.
You see the awkward dead stare. So that was kind of the last gist of what you guys had going on. Your mother is still recovering. You were told that she would make a recovery, but it would take some time. She's very weak from whatever happened to her. You talked to heard that the last person to come through, you were given a name. So you have all of that,
Vincent Trench.
which was the man that
Max kept
the Max kept visiting right across from your old home. That was the last person that was seen coming through the portal before shit went sideways. They have not seen him since. They did intercept the one letter going to his place that said, "The court is calling you home." And that's all it was signed with the UC. That's it. So, you guys are in the Castellanter's home, your home now.
Oh yeah, you're over.
It is your home. You own the whole third floor and whatever else. The masters are basically on the second floor to help them do whatever they need to do. So it's your guys' call. It is probably early afternoon. So whatever you guys would like to do is your call. Anything you need to do, work on, whatever you want to do.
I mean, the best plan's probably just to plane shift to Hill's Edge and then go from there, right?
You should be able to go straight to it. Because you have it, so you in your plane shift you can pull it to.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, there's a teleportation circle? Is that what we're saying?
That's what it is. Over it.
Oh, I do.
Cardinal Brown when he has it. It's one of his known locations. Did we ever decide where you have that one and one other one at here, right? Water.
Yeah.
Did we ever decide where? So I was going to give you a third one because it comes with two, right?
Ooh, it does, yeah.
I was going to give you. Hill's Edge was going to be yours anyway because you had it with connection to all that stuff. That was going to be one of them. So I still have one more to figure out.
Your
You
call.
can figure out where we want to put you. It's like trying to think of all the places that you've been that you would have had an actual connection to. You've got Jolt, you've got anything down there. If there's anything left down there. Everything else was kind of Wild Mount. You know that you can go from here into Wild Mount anytime. That connection is there. Right. From here to the house, you guys free. Okay. So that's there. That connection is there to get back to Wild Mount anytime. Your spell doesn't quite work going across the worlds. It's on the same world. So once you get to the other world, you would probably be able to set up the same type of a network over there.
Oh, yeah.
So we gotta figure out where your third connection is. So right now you have the two. You have Waterdeep and Hill's Edge. You know right now.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I can take us to Hill's Edge.
It just sounds like the fastest option.
Yeah.
How many people can you take?
Me and up to 8 willing creatures.
3 plus the.
There's a lot of
There's 5 of them.
including the
Not
water.
including the fire, right?
So you have 6.
There's a limit for teleportation circle.
Yeah, there's 6 of them, so there'll be 1 short.
Not for the circle, but for the plane shift, yeah.
Okay, but if we did a circle and you know a circle there, we could get over.
Yeah, I can do that.
Lady Silverhand had promoted her little friend.
Yeah, that's right. So,
He's in charge, but you also were understood when she told you that, and kind of the look she gave you and the guy standing next to him, that he may be in charge, but he's got a lot to learn.
In charge,
So
but
he
in
has
training.
He has a watcher,
yeah,
a powerful mage that is there with him.
he's got a routine.
Yes. So she rewarded him for his bravery and all that stuff, but she's not stupid.
Yeah.
She's not going to leave the security of the entire city in his hands.
He's in charge, but also in
Yes.
training.
Yes. He's on FTL.
That's awesome.
So, do you want to go now?
I'm good to go now.
I don't think there's anything keeping us here.
Not really, no.
Not really.
Since it sounds like the fourth cube is east.
Then we go east.
It sounds like there's a lot that's east.
Yeah.
I mean, that can't just be me, right? Everyone else sees that.
A lot of unnatural phenomena is probably more accurate than.
Yep. There's a lot of that going on.
Well, there's going to be a lot of fire. So, do we want to try to see if any of these magistrates have something that can give us, like, protection from fire?
Yeah, maybe they have like a magic shop or something.
I'm already resistant,
but if there's anything that could boost it,
Apollo,
Yes.
you good with fire?
and I could put out
I mean,
magical
it'll burn my dreadlocks, but
I am highly fun.
It'll burn my dreadlocks.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, you need.
You ever seen a feather like by flame? Well, I'll show you. Pull out the feather and whoosh.
Can you pull out another feather? Now hear me out. Where we're going, there's probably going to be a lot of fire, right? Because the water cube, there's a lot of water, things like that. So with the fireplace, there's going to be a lot of fire, which means that you could probably fly pretty well with using the heat rising.
What?
The fire makes heat and it pushes things up, and then you can use your wings to fly even higher.
That's a thing.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Ava doesn't know what an updraft
Well,
is.
why? Yeah.
Thermodynamics? What?
Fuck is that? We'll go up.
I've been flying my entire life.
We'll run some laps.
Wait, so they're saying if I catch on fire,
No,
I'll go
don't.
up.
No, don't catch on fire.
Yes, totally.
I'll
Hey,
show
there's
you later.
flames.
Okay.
So if you use the heat from the fire, it can lift you. Like, just if you're above the flames, don't touch them. Please don't touch them. But the heat can help you get higher.
Like wind?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, like artificial hot wind.
I mean, it sounds really cool. I don't think I've ever flown above fire before, but I could try it.
It's pretty hot.
It's hot.
How do you know?
Because fire's hot.
Oh, I thought you said hard. I was like, what?
No.
Nice.
Anyway, well, Apollo, before we go, why don't we go find some things that can give us some fire protection?
Might make us more fire retardant. Why not?
Yeah, and I want magical
I
things.
think if we're gonna save a week, I think we have time to shop around a little.
At least for a minute.
Let's assume there's much left here after the past 8 years.
That's good.
We could go back to Wildmount. They have a lot of magic
I was
stuff.
gonna say, I did ask for a bag of holding, and I can't remember if I was gonna get it or not.
So she said she was working on getting something for you.
Okay.
So just have to pick it up. Ship.
Yeah, we could go back to Wildmount. We'd have to go back to maybe Silverhands first.
Do we have that time?
And aren't we kind of wanted wherever we just were?
I actually don't know.
Yeah, let's maybe not go back.
Were we wanted or were we like, oh yeah, they saved them from criminals?
The only one, I guess I'm probably the only one who was seen holding it.
Holding what?
When I distracted them, so you guys could get to our house.
Holding what?
The big gem snake.
Remember, we interrupted an auction.
Oh, that's right, we did steal shit. Aww.
But
You
no one
guys went
saw
for-
us. Well, those 2 guards, remember? I created a distraction so you guys could go. And I created an illusory one, and
When you
I...
first came in and the dude up on the top, you were kind of pestering the one guy. Yeah. As you guys were chuckling and look up, there was the one guy that was on the top of the rail, was watching you guys the whole time and turned away from you guys. So you guys were walking into the city.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we are kind of lucky, aren't we?
So, I mean, even if we go there, we're gonna have to get out of that city faster.
Yeah, the emissaries are looking to leave soon, so not put pressure on you guys. They leave whenever the hell they want. You do know in Wildmount, in Port Namali, Tindo and Kilbar were able to get out to one of the ships. So they're ever snagged or anything. They were last you heard from them,
Headed
they were on
east.
board, heading to another continent, basically.
Right.
Let's hope somebody's watching your house.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can just find something here.
easier to maybe just ask Lady Silverhand if she knows of anyone that still has items?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, actually.
Noted.
I'll go. She likes me, I think.
You're the only one who can do sanding, though.
Just try to copy my voice.
Hey, Bran.
Ready? Do you need like an example?
No, I'm ready.
Go.
You have to feed me the line.
Oh, okay.
Who are you sending this to?
Silverhand.
Lady Silverhand?
Hello, my lady Silverhand.
Hello, my lady Silverhand.
That's not working. Go back to you.
It's not working.
No.
No.
Oh, fuck. I'm wondering where we could go shopping to get magical items.
Why can we go shopping to get magical items?
Because we're scared of fire.
Because we're scared of fire.
You get because we're scared of.
Because we're scared.
I then actually cast Send. What, are you kidding? I wasn't actually
Nice.
going to do that. I'll cast Real Sending
Okay.
to Lady Silverhand. I don't know why I get nervous when I do this. Hello, Lady Silverhand.
Hi. I don't know. I thought you were waiting for someone to respond. So I thought I'd help you out.
He's in the middle of sending. She hears chuckling.
Do you know any places that might have fire-resistant items for our journey?
Do you think the dragon horde is still there? 'Cause we know how to get to it.
You know, maybe. Yeah.
We do.
What are the dragons still there?
So he told you guys this would be your one chance to grab whatever you could out of there. Because when he steps out of it, it's locked.
Oh, that's
And
right.
when he left,
That's right.
or wherever he went off to, you brought a bunch of shit out, a bunch of the gold, gave back to the city, and that's where you guys were like, they love you guys, but that vault has been blocked. He's gone. You know where the vault is, but trying to get back in without him, you can certainly try. So you get a message back. That's good thinking. Go see Thomas at the dock. He is a large turtle man. He may be able to help you. The rest of the city is still in shambles. And then you hear a different message come back. And on your way there, stop by. I have something for Belladonna that she asked for.
Understood. On our way.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, we just need to go see Lady Silverhand. She has something for Belladonna, and then we go to the docks to meet a turtle named Thomas.
Cool. Do we get to take griffins?
Nope.
What? I'm not taking a griffin. They're evil.
You're so.
They got mad at me when I tried to stand on one, so I'm.
She was going to say Starbuck. Like,
She did try to stand on it
I stood
when
on
you
it.
were riding it.
I'm taking a griffin because carriages are slow. I can run faster than the carriage can get there.
Yeah, but that defeats the purpose of the carriage. You don't have to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's so slow. I'd rather run.
What if we got in the carriage and then you just pulled the carriage?
Oh, there's an idea.
Because if
While-
she can go faster than
While I'm
us,
fast, I can't carry all of you and a carriage.
Here, you carry us.
I'll turn to the elven emissaries. Just go like, hey, can you give us like 3 hours, and then we'll be on our way.
Can we be leaving from here, or where would we be
yeah.
from?
Yeah, we'll leave from here. So
Okay,
we'll meet up here in 3 hours.
sure. We can, they look at each other and kind of all nod at each other, and we
See you
will
guys.
we'll get our things together and get some provisions for some food for the travel. How are we going?
Well, I'm
don't.
going to use a teleportation circle
because you
to
left
take
that.
us to my hometown, Skill's Edge.
Oh,
It's fairly due east.
Gotcha.
And then
It's like,
from there we will determine another mode of rapid transportation.
Okay. Yeah, anything that we can speed this along and get us there as soon as possible. Great.
Absolutely.
They'll nod at each other, and you see they start funneling out to start getting all their stuff ready to go.
So many elves around here. They're elves, you're an elf. Not a halfling.
Totally not a half. Still in there. Still in there, right?
As you say that, I just cast like silent image, and you just see this little halfling that looks just like Apollo just hopping around.
I know it!
Love it.
You have a
Yeah.
child?
When did that happen?
No, it's crazy. There's an alternate world line where you're a halfling. I'm pretty sure I came from that one.
That's good.
Right there.
So there may be some truth to that. True. You never know.
So they're elves, you're an elf. So,
Problems with elves.
I'm not
no, there's just so many of them.
I
Do you
mean,
want to be one?
I've never thought of it.
What's your problems? But
I'm so used to being green.
You could be a green elf. Right?
There's green elves?
I used to be one.
You were green skinned?
true.
He was like
When he
green
died.
skinned as a elf.
You saw him when he had green skin. He
I
was
had
laying
green
on the bed when he died.
Yeah, you had the green tattoos.
My skin was like.
What?
Where have you been this whole time?
Halfling.
He did not apparently listen to Apollo's description at all.
Totally a green halfling, weren't you?
Dude, I was thinking of the whole cool like Aztec stuff, and I was like, yo,
Yep.
this is sick.
Why did you pair it with dwarf though? Halfling.
Because there was a discussion had before
There was.
out of character that I remember he hit me. Hey, if I take this, I could use my freaking spider as a mount. So there was that discussion.
Oh.
So even in my head, when we first started going, like I'm like,
Half.
it's not a freaking halfling, not a freaking halfling.
Hmm.
For what? Because we had that discussion
Yes, we
before we
did.
even started the campaign.
So there is a method to your madness.
Well, there's a madness to your method.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
madness
the
to Apollo.
Okay, so what you guys want to do?
I could be a good elf.
Oh my gosh. We're so stuck in
Are
Be a green
you?
elf.
Where is this coming from? Are you a little self-confident now that you're the only half-orc?
Four, just half one.
No?
Well, because Gilbart's not around, so are you like, oh, I want to be like everybody else?
Why would you want to be like everyone else?
Yeah, see, take it from Belladonna. She's like
No.
nobody.
I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine the way I am.
And the confidence is fully back.
Is that meant to be a compliment? Right? Yeah. Okay. You're scary looking.
Damn.
You
have
introduced yourself as scary looking. You
You do
cannot
have
take
that
that
effect.
as.
I mean, I just.
I said, hi, I'm Belladonna. Don't worry, don't be scared of me.
Well,
You
I
don't
mean,
look scary
people
looking.
think I'm scary looking. It's different when you hear other people say it.
Well,
Scary.
it makes you go the better you're not. Even scarier than Apollo.
She said you're scarier than Apollo?
No, she's not.
Oh.
You're scariest. Yeah, you're
Second
scariest.
scariest.
She's scared. And then I'm third, and then he's fourth.
For what it's worth, I feel like Beowulf was much scarier than I was when he was alive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was very scary.
Okay. Remember when we went and saved little Neverember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he was being like, tied up in some closet. We had to go save him. I busted into a room and I was fighting this guy.
Just so strong.
And your spider came crawling up along the ceiling, reached down with these big pincers, and bit the guy in the neck and lifted him up and killed him.
Oh yeah, he
And it
did.
was
I miss him.
the most horrifying thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, that's scary.
I mean, I'm really glad he saved me, because I was in a load of trouble. But it was horrifying.
Yes, it was scary.
We brought Beowulf's. Didn't we bring Beowulf the spider back to the thing so we could bury him, or did we leave him at the castle?
You guys never recovered.
We never gonna come to it.
No.
Shows me how much you guys really care about him.
We didn't know where he went. He was freaking
Hey.
gone.
I was nervous. I've been attacked by spiders. I did not want to run the risk.
It just melted a lady, okay?
Honestly, we didn't even see him because he was up top, wasn't he?
He's curled up dead up top
Yeah,
where
solid.
he thunderstepped off, boom. That's right where he curled up and died, right up where he bounced off and then ran inside.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to save
He
your
was
life.
still upstairs.
You just leave him to die.
Did you want another one?
Well,
Predicting
to
out
have
the
that
fast now.
thing, what can I say?
Hey, I didn't bring this one up. That's on him.
I bet there's a pet store. We could at.
I'm okay. I just pat my pouch. I have him back.
Wait,
You guys saw him. No,
Yeah.
they didn't, they?
Yeah.
They were there when I summoned him.
Yeah,
It
he
was in a
Surely
bottle,
not.
wasn't it?
Huh?
Yeah, he healed me up.
Except that was like
Oh,
the
that was
magic
just like a totem?
We've
So
seen
maybe
that
no
one.
That was
We've
just
seen,
you and her.
It's because we've seen the
Helped you
totem.
see- She helped you make the connection. And
That's right.
bumped you
And
into
nobody
the
else was there.
Yeah, it's because we've seen the totem.
No one else is. Okay, never mind.
That was her
Oh,
helping
cool.
you.
So you like
helping
pat
make
your
that-
pocket, and I'm just like,
Helping that break
but
that
when
mental
you
block.
cast the spell with him, he's
Yes.
and he fits in your pocket. Beowulf's in your pocket.
I leave and find a store.
Is he going to the pet store?
Here, I'll go with Apollo. You two are taking Griffins? You're
I'm
taking Griffins
flying.
and
She's flying. Hey, Griffin, where are you two going?
I'm gonna go find a magic shop that she told us.
Oh, where to go?
So,
we can
Yeah,
meet
so
the magic shops are kind of not even a thing right
The
now.
one that lady
The-
said.
She just said to go see Thomas, the turtle
That's who I
gentleman at the dock.
Yes,
So,
we can meet you there afterward.
I go to
There's a
find
lot
a
of
ribbon
dogs.
to go find the docks.
there's a lot of docks though. Which dock?
I never made it to the docks,
it's
so
only
I
like a
don't
mile
know.
and a half worth of docks.
Oh, she didn't say. Well, I'm sure turtles aren't that common.
Especially ones in Thomas.
Along a dock.
Well,
I don't know.
I guess when you find him, message me or
Only
Ava where
person.
to meet you. Where are we going?
Yeah, where you? So you guys all taking
Are we-
Griffins?
I mean, I apparently have something to pick up at the castle. I thought you might want to see your mom before we go.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Oh my
I go wherever you go.
So you guys go find Thomas and we'll come find you.
Me shoot Ava or me a message and we'll meet you.
Do the dogs start up at the castle?
The castle's kind of up high, so you come off the hill. There's sheer cliff off the one side, so the castle kind of looks over the docks.
Yeah.
There's several other estates that are set lower. One of them is where Mert is, that's way up on the cliff side. And then the main thoroughfare comes down to the gate where all the other shops are and where your the magisters were, where you went to visit them, was just outside this main gate. And then as the road turns south, it starts to go downhill pretty quickly and goes down towards the docks. It's not right at the castle. It's within a quarter of a mile coming down and around and going down to the docks.
Okay.
So the docks would be kind of out here, and then there's the main roads and things that come up to the main highway road you guys are always on. There's the main castle, and then the roads go up to a massive peak that sits up. There's cliffs off the sides. The castle can actually look off over the ocean and over the harbor, but it's up a little ways. Not too far.
Okay. Well, Apollo, let's go to the docks. Between the two of us, I think we can find out.
I think you're right.
So how's everybody getting to where you're going?
I'm flying. I can't just fly myself. Griffin.
Ava the Griffin.
And before you go, I'll give you a
Girl grabbed lunch.
What?
smooch.
Oh,
Her. Oh, what? Oh, what?
Hey, what?
How good is Snoop?
Oh,
He's so concerned.
Paul was already outside, like waving griffins.
hello.
Hello.
Taxi.
Yeah, up top, you guys can, you can snag a couple of griffins and head off to wherever.
cool.
So kind of get the sense that they now start keeping them very close to here. There's several at the castle. There's kind of strong points throughout the city, especially up this far north, where a lot of this is still being like rubble picked up, and this whole north of the city is demolished. Like there's collapsed buildings everywhere, burned out. Finding a shop that's open is going to be extremely difficult. Not many places are open for business right yet. They're still trying to build the city back.
But we can go find her.
So she gave you somebody, to meet it that way. So, 15 minutes or so of flying across the city, much faster than the 45 minutes to an hour in the cart. So, within 15 minutes, you guys, you're flying basically straight towards the castle. If you guys keep going straight, you can drop down to the docks and then can bank off and go up to the castle.
Cool.
Easy. So you guys heading to the castle first?
Yes.
Okay. We'll hit you two first while you guys are still flying. So where are you guys going?
Well, wherever we are allowed to land a griffin.
Up top where you guys have taken off and come through a couple of times. Yeah, you fly in, and the griffins know where they're going.
Mhm.
They will fly and land where they should. The large open promenade up top that overlooks the entire city. You land. What are you guys doing there?
Is there any guards or anything up here?
There's always guards
Okay.
up watching it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know much about this
As you
city at all.
land, you see a couple of them kind of, they recognize you. So you guys been in and out here a few times, and I'll give them a step back and go back to their posts. As
City
you guys
is
land, and
still new to me, even though it's completely different than the first time I was here.
so the guards, these guards are ones that you've seen in your trips in and out of this room now 3-4 different times. A couple of them are the same that you've seen before, so they recognize you when you land.
I'll just kind of go up to one, I guess, and just, do you know where I can find Lady Silverhand? She says she has something for me.
He's like, let me see if I can. And the other one across the entryway, he's like, are you asking for Lady Silverhand?
Yeah.
He turned in, this guy, he's somebody you've never seen before, a human male, and he's like, what's your name?
Belladonna.
Oh, hold on. He walks inside. You hear him kind of rummaging around. He comes walking back out with the bag.
Yes.
Walks out and says, she stopped by and said there would be some people coming by. He's like, so just the two of you? She said there might be 4 of you coming.
2 of them already went to the docks.
Okay. He hands over a bag. Have a bag of holding.
I
It
will.
is actually, kind of looks like patchwork. It's like silk that looks like it has a nice embroidery, and then it's like torn right through the middle and sewn with something else, and then some like a little bit rougher fabric up over the other side that's been quote work patched together. This little pouch.
Cool. I will. Before I do anything, I'm going to kind of think in my head to Ruin's Wake and just.
Is something gonna blow up if I put your bones and your brother's bones in this bag?
You get just kind of a thinking for a minute. It shouldn't, unless there's something in that is designed to damage whatever's put in there.
I'll do your brother first.
And since I've got all those like bones and things sticking out of my normal bag, I will grab the ones wrapped in.
Plops down right in front of these guards, start pulling bones out. They're like, what the? Back away from you, like, what the hell?
And I don't,
Large bones.
yeah,
Large bones.
socially awkward.
Right?
I will just grab the green bundle first and slip that in there and wait a second.
Do you need any help? I don't think so.
And you open it up, and as you start pushing it in there, somehow the opening that's about that big, as you start pushing it in, it goes right in. You're like,
Awesome.
Yeah, it's in there.
You can just wait a second, see if anything happens.
Spits out a full creature. Congratulations.
So bad.
I don't know.
Bag of
Nothing.
birth.
Okay, nothing seems to happen.
Nope.
Cool, and then I will put Ruin's Wakes in there as well.
Okay.
And I'll just put all my other stuff in there.
Start jamming things in. Like I said, a couple of the cards are like backing the hell away from me. Like, what the? Just pull out a large antlered head and jam this thing in there. They're like, what the?
What is
Looking at
that?
each other like, you seen this?
I never did ask you what that was and why you're keeping it.
I'm not 100% sure why I'm keeping it.
You get
It
kind of,
looks cool though. You
you
can
get
decorate
kind of a
with it.
chuckle in your head. You're like, you can tell him if you want.
In my
Nodding right on the cards.
You could like put it on a wall. Or
maybe we have this conversation later.
We have to go meet our friends.
You hear you put it on the wall. You hear a second thought. Don't say anything to your friends.
Actually,
You know what? Never mind.
And I'll just kind of like look up at the cards and just
now that I think
thank you, and then
The
hop
guard's
back on the griffin.
The one human that handed you bags like, sure.
I don't know you yet. What's your name?
It's like, what?
Name.
Oh,
Yours.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Right.
Nice to meet you, Jeffrey.
Me too. He's like, I gotta. Walks inside like, what the
I
hell?
will hop on the griffin and go towards the ducks.
Alright.
what's your name? What?
He's like, what's your name? What? You talk to me? What?
Well, I'm not talking to the bag.
was my mom at the castle? Or
Yes.
where was she?
Oh,
Right,
yes.
you was in the castle. Okay, I would just want to walk in.
I forgot about that. I will not fly away yet.
Yeah. So the where the castle opens up, there's the main balcony area where several griffins land. It's a large open area you can land, and then it kind of narrows down to one entryway. That's right where she plopped right in this freaking entryway. Started doing this. As you step inside, it opens up into a large gallery room that steps off to where that portal is. It's right inside there. And then it breaks off to the two different hallways that go down. So you step right in, walk down the hallway to where your mother's room is.
Okay, I'll poke my head in. Any Shalakos lady in there?
Nope. You see a figure of a female, looks like to be your mother, laying on the bed. Appears to be sleeping. Nobody else in the room.
I'll walk over to her. I'm like, is there like a chair or anything? So sit down.
Yeah, there's a small chair, the same stool that
I'll just
Shalakos had been sitting on when you came in.
I'll just sit on the stool. Just poke her, see if she's awake.
She kind of mumbles a little bit, eyes still closed, and she just starts kind of mumbling, not really opening her eyes just yet. But she felt whatever you touched her, and it startled her for a moment.
Okay, well, I have to go on a quest or something. I'm sure you're in great hands. If you wake up, if you can hear me, it's Ava. Probably already know that. Don't freak out. You're in a cool place. Just don't go anywhere. Just stay here. Kara is downtown in the basement. If you want to go see her, just don't freak out about that either. I'm fixing it. Is there anything you need before I go?
Her head slowly turns towards you, and eyes come open just like her hand reaches down. She grabs your hand. And the squeeze she gives you is actually a little stronger than it looks. It's like she just looks at you and she just kind of very open eyes. Be careful.
I'll be very careful.
Find your brother.
Oh yeah, I forgot I found out he was alive last session. Okay, I'll look for him. You promise you will stay here, okay? But do not leave this room ever again in your life.
Her eyes are just a very faint smile at the corner of her mouth, and she starts kind of.
Okay, I'll take that as a promise. Tuck her in a little bit and give her a kiss on the forehead, and then I'll like close the door very pointedly, looking at her like, do not open this door, and then I will leave.
As you back out of the room, she appears to be sleeping pretty peacefully.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
I would have just waited out on the balcony. Even if the guards were uncomfortable by it.
One left. The other one, he went back over and kind of got. He's seen some weird shit coming in and out of here in the last, week.
8
So
years.
he's like, you know what? Whatever. So, okay. Yeah. You guys done there? Or you gonna do anything else? Anything else you want to do in the castle?
That's all I needed. Yeah, that's all I was going to do. So, to the docks.
You guys go to mount up. You two land not far from where you had magically bamped the crew out.
Oh
You guys circle around. You're like, that looks familiar. You come to land. The guard shack, where you guys can land with these griffins, is maybe 500 feet, just a little bit up the dock. Had you guys kept going, you would have gotten hit this. Where those guys came out was up, and they were running. So basically, where they were when you guys bamped, the guard shack is about halfway between that, where you guys can land.
Oh, okay.
So you're like, yep, this is us there. So you land there, and there's a couple of small, looks to be maybe 13, 14-year-old males, humans, kind of describe what people that are there as you guys land. They jump up from their whatever they're doing and run over and grab the reins and these things. I'm looking at you guys like, who the hell are you on these griffins? Like, it's usually city guards that only ride these things.
Yeah.
So you guys get free rein or do whatever you want in the city.
Yeah.
So these guys are like, what the hell?
Cool.
These are these.
Pretty much. Like, oh. Hi. Like, grab the griffins and kind of take them over to where they could lash them down and give them some food and water. It's just a small landing area, and there's some stairs that wind down to the dock. Just a raised platform. So, where do you guys want to go from here?
What's the guy's name one more time?
Thomas. Thomas the Turtle.
How close are we to that bar that we always go to and get something out of?
Not too far. So
We're gonna
you
start
got there
heading-
first. I mean, that's
That's where I just started going.
you basically head up and then back down the main street where you guys have gone down a few times. The purple shop, the bar that you got thrown out, is all on the one road.
Alright. Where are you going?
I look over my shoulder. I'm like 20 feet away from here. The bar.
Alright. I'll follow him.
I slow down so you can catch up.
Oh, thanks.
Nice. So it
Remember
doesn't
when
take
we
very
got thrown
long.
out of this place?
Huh?
Remember when we got thrown out of this place?
Multiple times.
Oh, multiple times?
Yeah, which time?
But this was like 8 years ago. I highly doubt there's anybody alive.
Oh, yeah.
That was 8 years ago. Huh?
Yeah.
You just haven't been back since. Huh?
Yeah. Just watch.
Didn't you go in there? I just thought you went in there after. Or was that right before you guys left?
That was before we left.
Yeah.
It's been 8 years.
So you went in there once for it, and then you went in there again, and you were trying to demand
Right.
information.
And it was the two of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was that before you guys left?
Yeah, we did
That was
good cop,
well
bad
before.
cop.
Holy crap, that was a long time
That was
ago.
before I died.
Wow.
Yeah, we were doing good
That's
cop,
on your
bad
first
cop.
list. That's so long ago I died since then.
I'm an elf.
That's right.
Just
Not a
watch. Just watch. No, not
That's
a
right.
half, not a halfway. Just watch. We'll get there. We'll open the door. You know, the guy at the bar is gonna look at us with like one scarred over eye and be like, "I remember you. Get on out of here."
I might look a little different.
Oh, you know what? You would, yeah. Oh, you know, I can use a disguise. I haven't disguised myself in a long time.
Oh, just be my twin.
Oh, Oh yeah, you're not dead twin.
No, my dead twin.
So a light gray halfling.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
All right, you know what? Yeah, why not? I'll cast Disguise Self to look like Apollo's twin.
Okay.
Ooh, I feel so edgy.
As you should.
Oh yes, I can.
I'm
feel
just like looking at you. I'm like, yeah.
Checking himself out, essentially. It's like a
Pretty much.
mirror.
Pretty much.
I just like walk around it real quick, and I'm like, what I see? Let's go.
I'm stealthy. Watch how stealthily I can stealth.
Do I talk like that?
No, no.
Watch how
no.
stealthy I can stealth.
Real stealthy skeleton that's ever
It's
stealth.
like,
I'll like creep along the alleyway, accidentally kicking a brick. See, I'm so good.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
It's like, I was gonna say, I pictured Gronk.
Dun-dun-dun.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yes, that's what you see.
100%. Yeah.
You're walking along. Yeah, it wouldn't take you guys very long. You guys may notice on the docks, where it used to be a very active port, it is not too many ships in here. The docks look like they have not sustained near as much damage as the rest of the city. Probably because if somebody's going to take over the city, they don't want to ruin the port that's going to get their own stuff into the city.
Yeah.
So it's usually the last thing if they're going to be. You would know, anybody would probably know from, you're going to be the one coming in, taking over a city. You don't want to destroy it if you're planning to be there, keep the city. If it's just a raid, they would have destroyed it. So a lot of the buildings are still intact. Some are burnt, some are destroyed, but the overall damage to the docks is far less, especially from the north end of the city where the majority of the buildings are torched and leveled. So it wouldn't take very long. There's not as many people as you usually had seen going to and from. A lot of people are just moving supplies. You have a few ships that have come in that looks like they're bringing in loads of lumber and other massive building supplies that you see people are loading as you look down the docks. The hill that drops down. A couple of the warehouses that you guys have passed a few times, a couple were smashed. One's open and there's several people coming and going, pushing large carts of brickwork and building supplies and all sorts of stuff coming in and out. As you look further down, there's two large ships that are pulled in that both have their sails up. Looks like they're either tethered, starting to unload, or loading and loading too. But it's kind of weird. It's usually way busier down here.
Anybody look at a place or maybe look like they're watching us?
Perception check.
Oh, hey.
10 plus, I think, like 9 or something.
It's for your perception.
Or something.
Or something.
So 20.
Nothing real weird. Okay. People, so most of them are heading down, doing their jobs, unloading, moving. Nothing weird, no weird people skulking anywhere, peeking.
Like that stuff.
Yeah, like last time where we had that drunk guy that somebody punched in the face.
Or yeah.
Punched him to death.
Crushed his face and says, go to sleep. Shh, 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 shh. Disgusting. So yeah, the bar's down a little ways, maybe a block down.
Cool.
Don't think you guys are going to get over it. So that we're heading first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's, you good with that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was following your intuition.
Okay. That'll make this.
You guys will be landing not too long after. But you guys are still kind of mid-flight now, coming from the castle down. By the time you guys make it to the bar, they're still coming in. So it'll be a couple minutes behind you. So you just pop the door open. The bar looks the exact same as it did before. A complete shell.
Wow.
Not much has changed.
Any turtles?
Not in the bar. You know, as you step in is where it usually was pretty full. There's only 2 people in here. One in the corner looks to be a passed out. Looks like a dwarf. It's hard to tell. He's kind of buried back in the corner, big beards, being pulled up, and he's small stature. So looks like a dwarf, but who knows? And then sitting in the other corner is just a female, looks to be human, just sitting, staring at a cup at the bar, just staring at her mug.
Same barkeep. Old haggard,
Yep.
old barkeep.
Yep. The door opens and head comes up. Squints. What do you want?
Hey,
He's looking at both of you like, haven't I seen?
Nope.
What do you want?
We're looking for Thomas.
I look like a Thomas to you.
Probably.
I know I've seen you before now. Time to leave the bar.
You don't know Thomas?
He just looks at you.
I just like running out of back.
You guys are just staring contest. The female. She kind of looks at him and goes, "Why are you always such a dick?" She stands up and goes, "You looking for Thomas?" Big portal. Yeah. Come here, I'll show you. And she walks out, and the guy's like, "You still owe me for the drink." She just walks, and she's like, and she walks out the
I
door.
do the same thing. I like this thing.
She just walks out the door, head down, just kind of, "What's your business with Thomas?" So she's walking, and she's walking down the dock towards the two ships that are moored.
Hey, what's our business with Thomas?
He's gonna help us with some.
Did you be talking to me?
Yeah, he's helping us with some special equipment for fiery places.
I like smack your back. Like, what's wrong with you?
She's just kind of like,
Do you have a cold?
"Ugh,
oh,
help
thanks.
with fire,
Got something
huh?"
caught my throat.
You talking to me?
Thomas, yeah, I'm looking for him.
Sorry.
Couldn't help myself. It
I
was
just
right
remember
there.
the dog from Up that has like the really deep,
Yeah.
like the really high voice.
Maybe they call it shame.
And then
Shame.
That is exactly where my brain went.
Oh, but your voice is sounding kind of funny. Shut it.
She just keeps walking. She's not in a hurry, but she's just walking down the dock, heading towards there's two large ships that are moored. It looks like she's probably heading towards the farm almost out there. Fire, huh?
How we're running errands for the lady.
Well, let's get you to Thomas then. She just keeps walking.
Just keep following.
I'll keep following.
Okay.
Doing my best Apollo saunter.
Which is?
oh boy.
That's awesome. I just like
It takes, a couple of minutes to get down to this large ship that is moored up to the dock. Off the side of it, there is what looks like a small shack that's built. You notice that at each one of these large docking areas where these massive ships come in, there's usually some sort of a lean-to or a shelter or something that's built where either whoever's going to be there guarding the ship while it's in port camps out there, either there or on the ship. There's always somebody watching these ships. They're never left alone, so she stops at the end of the dock and looks down this dock that goes down to this ramshackle-looking hut. It says, "Thomas, some people here to see you." She turns and looks at you guys and goes, "Good luck." She just keeps walking.
Thank you.
She She turns and she nods, and she kind of pulls her hair back and pushes it aside. You see she's got massive tattoos that run clear up the backside of her head and wrap clear around onto her cheek, where her hair was hanging low. You couldn't see before. She kind of pulls her hair back. She nods.
Are they trained?
No. Nope. You guys are standing there, kind of. The dock's slowly kind of moving as you're out so far. A couple of them are kind of sit right on the water, so as waves come in, it kind of moves them a little bit. Cool. You guys are like, you hear some kind of creaking and standing up. The door kind of pushes open, and you see a head kind of poke out. He's got a massive, like, it's all wrinkly. This massive turtle head pokes out. What can I do for you?
Lady Silverhand sent us. Said you might have some things to help with, fire resistance, fire protection.
It's like 2 brothers or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Well, only one of you is an elf. He turns and walks back inside the house.
Always got.
I'll be like, which one?
A halfling, sir.
He can see right through you.
One of us speaks only lies. The other speaks truth.
You guys kind of stand there in the conversation. You hear kind of him yell, "Are you coming in or not?"
Oh yeah.
Do you want to send a message to our friends?
Your friend.
Yeah, I'm going to some my friends.
There it is. Hey, your
I knew
friends.
it.
I mean, our
Knew it.
I know they hate me inside.
Yeah,
Wow.
I cast sending to Ava. Just say hello, Ava. We're down at the docks. Insert location here.
a little punchy.
Just walk right on it.
Okay, we'll be there in a second.
As
I will
you guys
go
are
and
getting
hold
the
open the
message, you
door
guys
for-
are about your landing. So you're maybe 5 minutes
Cool.
at the most walking behind. I'll go open the door. Okay.
You still wearing your disguise?
Yeah, I should probably drop it on.
No, I'm just checking you out. Here.
Oh, yeah.
Just checking you out, you know.
Yeah,
just in case.
catch all the angles, yeah.
He's like, that's what I
It's like, huh. So I need new pants. Let's do alright. You open up the door, and as you kind of open up, he's over in a corner. Looks like he's rummaging around. His back to you. You can see that his large shell has a massive chunk that's broken off top. That looks like it's hacked and broken off. So it's kind of weird. You see this shell, this arm, and you can see it's very small, like shoulder, as he's digging around from the back. He's wearing like these, look like pants of some sort, but they're kind of like thrown together, like with whatever you can find, maybe old sails that he's sewn together. You know, he rummaging around, turns back to you, big head. It's kind of like odd shaped. Looks like he's been weathered, probably been out at sea for a very long time. Been through a lot. You know, so kind of nubby hands as he. So, Lady Silverhand. I'm assuming that's who you're talking about when you say the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Well, come on in. Let's have a look at you.
We have 2 more coming.
Tell the 2 gals to come in when they get here.
Wicked.
They thought we were girls.
Wow, he's good.
You can't do that?
Come on in over here. He kind of points to a spot where you guys step in, and there's like light coming through a small chunk out of the roof that comes in. The interior is kind of almost like foggy. It's weird. It doesn't sting like smoke. It's weird, but as you step over into the light, it's like puts a spotlight on you as you're standing in the light, so he can.
Nice.
Turn around for me. Just
Oh,
turn around.
you first.
I do it.
You're like, can I see how far down do those go?
About halfway.
Other than the one on your hand, anything else you got?
No.
Fire is what you're after.
Fire protection, yeah.
Where y'all heading to?
We're heading east, but there's lots of reports of volcanic activity and hot firestorms.
Yeah, we've been hearing rumors of all sorts of stuff happening back east. What part are you heading to?
We were told, right? Like she told us where we were going.
Yeah, you're Smith Dranor.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
mean.
really
So
know.
we okay, and that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna tell him was
So I've been up through there. Oh, it's been a long time ago up on the sea, not too far on the south end of that. It's beautiful country up there.
did you make it into Mithranor to meet the elves?
Nobody makes it in Smith Dranor to meet the elves, friend.
We'll see.
I wish you luck. If you do make it in, maybe bring me back some bark.
What
Yeah.
kind of bark?
You'll know when you see it.
Yeah.
You kind of, she's standing there talking to Denise, and so you see behind him there's jars of all sorts of funky shit. Like some branches you see, like fish, you see scales, you see a horn of some sort in these things, that all sorts of different weird items, both plant material, animal pieces, rocks, some things that you have no idea what the hell they are. A couple of the jars have like stuff that's like slowly spinning inside of it.
Like a lava lamp.
Kind of. Yeah, a
That's
couple
kind
of
of
those
what I
are
was
sitting there
thinking.
like kind
Cool.
of just in there moving around in these jars that are on these kind of stepped little shelves that kind of, as they go further back, so he can kind of reach up and get whatever he needs. It's like, so the four of you. Wasn't there 6 of you before?
Hmm.
Alright. Well, this might take a minute. Go ahead and take your shirt off. And he turns and starts rummaging through shit in there.
Take my shirt off.
Now he's checking you out.
Get a good look. Get it right.
Take it all in.
Yeah,
This
get
is
it
the
right.
scene
Next-
we're going
next
to come
time.
into.
Pretty much. You guys
The color
come,
is closing. And
you guys come
sunbeams.
down and
It's
you're
just
like, as you reach up to kind of like the first knock, he's like, just come on in. And he's still going. You hear this voice from inside.
I just does push the door open.
He doesn't turn. And he's like, come on in. Mind the wings as your other friend comes in.
Do you have eyes in the back of your head or something?
You hear a couple balls. He kind of turns and looks at you and goes, do you?
Oh, no, just you're not even looking.
He's kind of,
She has eyes on her hands, though. Right, once in a while.
what are you doing back here?
Well, yeah, it's a it's a protective symbol, yes.
So you have hands on your eyes. Does that count?
Hands on her eyes.
Hands on her
I mean, it's technically a hand with an eye in it.
Ah, there we go.
Ooh.
That'd be cool.
That's creepy. That's like a freaking little devil.
Yeah.
He's like, no, don't worry about it. Come on in.
As we
Just move things around.
walk
You
into
step
whatever
in.
is happening
He's
here.
standing in this. It's kind of dark in there. The docks are still kind of slowly moving. Every kind of the wave comes in, kind of the dock kind of moves a little bit. This room that you're in, it's not very big. No bigger than the room we're in here. He's kind of over in the corner, and where this break of light's coming through, you see him standing there with no shirt on, like, "You guys," as you open the door.
See, what are these?
pretty much.
Hi, Apollo. What are you doing?
Come on, don't be bashful.
Who are you? Your child grew up.
We are elves. We grow up.
Didn't you drop it? Didn't you drop it before you came in?
No.
Oh, I thought you said when you came in, you dropped it.
So, right.
Nice.
But you talked like Dieter did. When you
Just now?
Because you said don't be bashful or whatever.
Oh, I wasn't using Dieter's voice.
Oh
Don't be bashful.
You didn't tell us we were going to have a fifth party member.
It's not. It's your boyfriend.
I don't know how to tell you this.
We are now betrothed.
I don't know how to tell you this.
Your mom agreed.
No, she
She gave me her blessing.
Nice.
She's a very kind woman.
Oh yeah, what's her name then?
That's not important right now.
Ava's mom.
Ava's mom's got it going on.
I'm sorry, but I don't. I'm already married. Yeah, that's my story. And I'm sticking to it.
Who is this man?
Why are you a girl? He lives in a different town. You wouldn't know him. He's really super cool and mysterious and
And pretty.
yeah, definitely not here. You wouldn't know him. Belladonna knows him, right? Belladonna. Yeah, she knows him. She's seen him.
Totally.
So I'm sorry, I have to decline marriage today. Maybe another time.
I see how it is.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry, Dieter. Next time, maybe.
next time maybe, yeah.
You named your child after Dieter?
Well, yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. He'll be so happy.
Well,
So are you going to
Thank
come
you.
adventuring with us?
thank you for being there for me while I grew up.
No problem, son.
I'll be back soon, Papa. You're looking very good. And I will walk out and shut the door behind
Hear
me.
a slight chuckle even from the
I'm
corner.
just like
Is that
watching because I'm like wondering why she didn't understand when he said your boyfriend.
Wow, that went a lot better than when Nintendo ran
yeah,
into his
I'll
phone.
walk out, shut the door, wait a few seconds, drop the disguise, open the door.
Dieter, oh my gosh, I just had to turn down someone for marriage.
For marriage?
Yeah. It was kind of crazy and I didn't know what to say.
I thought I was weird.
I have a -2 to intelligence, y'all.
That's fair.
not very smart?
I'm not very smart.
Thomas turns around, and you see he turns and he has. They have fighting music going.
Very jealous that I got
Good.
kind of engaged, sort of.
Kind of engaged.
Totally engaged.
Yeah, I told him no, but
Well,
He
did,
asked.
did he get down on one knee and propose to you?
but he asked my mom.
He
So that
asked your
kind
mom?
of counts. Yeah,
Wow, he's really serious.
it's
Who is
his
this
son.
man?
What's your son?
You have a son?
Yeah, he named him Dieter.
Wow.
I know.
Well, that's very kind of you.
I know.
I'm very touched.
You should be.
I still don't understand why you're shirtless and why he was disguised like you.
Because you hear it. He's standing holding this tray like.
He'll answer your question.
What is the tray of?
He walks and sets his tray down. You see that there are what looks like bones that are carved to extremely sharp points. He sets it down,
I'm getting stick and poke tattoo, sir.
looks at you and goes, so, I'm sure the lady told you I could help, but I ain't doing this for free.
How much you need per person?
What you got for either trade or gold? I'll take either one.
I've got some feathers.
What kind of feathers?
Black ones or white ones.
It's like, he kind of looks at his jars and stuff. It's like, I'll make you a deal.
Okay, cool. How many do you need and what color?
Just one of each.
Okay. I'll get them really good, really nice ones.
He grabs them, goes. It'll work. Turns, drops it in there, and says, he puts a big old meaty hand out, and he's like, and I'm gonna need about 250 gold.
Guys, you guys took my gold, remember?
Not all of it.
You have the 10,000 gold.
You split it up between us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did split it up.
I'm like, you have.
That's the only reason that's the only reason I have
yeah, I was like,
anything.
Whoa.
That's
Hold
right.
up.
I do have it split.
Yeah,
I
no,
have-
that's the only reason I have any money is because you split that up with us.
As you're digging, he's like,
I got. So I
Let's
pull
see
out my
that.
scimitar and my dagger from Azteca.
he's like, grabs the dagger, and he's like, looks at the gems on. There's 2 gems on the end. He's like, those both emeralds, huh? Flips it up. He's like, that'll do. Sets it down. He still holds his hand up for you, like.
How much did you say again?
250.
So the dagger is gone. Perfect.
He's
I've
got some to trade.
I've got these 2 very large phase spider fangs.
He's like,
Those things hurt like a bitch.
I laugh. I'm punching it though.
do you know what those can do, right?
No, I don't know what these can do.
Just give me.
All right.
He's like,
Keeping the weird orb organ inside for myself.
perfect. Takes them and he's like, sets it down. He's like, that'll do.
Just pull out the poisonous stem
He's like, oh no.
from the troll.
It's like, that dagger's fine, man.
I don't really have anything.
He looks at your
What
hands
about
and
all
he's
those
like,
creepy bones?
Oh, here you've got the bone decor.
Those are for something else.
it's like,
For what else?
I'm not really
Bones.
sure yet.
you
You're not
notice
even
there's
sure yet.
several jars with bones and skulls and shit.
She's
behind
going
it.
to
He's
have a
like,
bone
what kind of
party,
bone?
obviously.
See, look, the guy likes bones.
What
Maybe
kind
he
of
can
bones
tell
we
you what
talking
they
about?
are.
I know what they are.
What are they?
One I'm like, you should see this.
Spooky bones?
They're not mine.
Well,
I'm holding
yeah.
them.
I would hope not.
I'm
They're not
holding-
inside
I'm
you.
holding them for someone.
Holding them for someone for who?
You kind of hear it. Shut up.
In my head, I'm just like, give me a better explanation.
It's like, we'll show them soon enough.
I don't like that.
It's like, I take it these bones are a family member or something of yours.
Not exactly.
You kind of glance over, you see there's a shell in a jar.
Ah,
He's like,
it's a big jar.
it's small, looks probably from a child. A
Ah.
small shell.
Those are the worst.
He's
I really don't. I
so you look back at you.
go pretty light. I have
It's like, if you don't have anything to trade,
some darts. That's
just the 500 gold.
okay. I could do that. But pass over 500 gold.
He's like, turns and sets it down with it's like just a pile of the gold you gave him. He's just like,
I haven't really
drops
been able.
it, and it's
I
like,
haven't really been able to
oh, then
collect
half of it
much.
goes on the ground. Ching, ching, and he's like,
It's like a dragon's board here.
okay, it's like, can I see your hands?
Yeah.
He grabs them and kind of looks at us. This is nice work. Where'd you get these?
In the monastery in the Fire Steep Mountains.
Huh.
My mentor gave them to me.
You know, that old monk kept doing this.
Wait. You know Volta?
Yeah, I know of him.
Well, yeah, he did those. I did these, and I'll just kind of like run my hand along the carvings.
He looks and he's like, what are these? Sees the big ass scars. He's like, you did those too?
No. Beatman.
So that's what those ones on your hands are for. Okay. Alright, who wants to go first?
My shirt's already on.
He's like, alright. Sounds good.
What are we doing exactly?
I don't know what we're doing.
He grabs one
We're
of the
getting-
he grabs one of the bones
Yes,
and
but-
pulls it up.
So I'm already kind of fire resistant. Does this increase this?
It's like, oh, why didn't you tell me that before? Could maybe do something else.
I am fire and lightning resistant. What else you got?
Well, what else you need?
I don't know.
Do you have anything that will protect her even more against demons?
It's like, well,
Like a maybe like a stop sign? Or,
some sort of a warding.
yeah.
It's
Because we saw like this really cool room that had like glyphs and stuff on it, and it's like against demons and stuff.
Oh, an abjuration symbol.
I don't know if that was what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Because she could get
An
them
abjuration
on like
is-
her face and then just be
I'm sorry.
anti-demon.
What?
That could work.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, right? Because
I'm
it's the
trying
demon
to-
guy.
Look less scary.
Just go with
I
it.
don't think
all
it'll
the way.
make it any worse or
Just all
better,
the way.
technically.
I said, well,
I mean, there's enough going on with the face with the feline eyes and the fangs and the forked tongue.
I can help you folks with the fire. He kind of looks around and looks up through the jars and reaches up. He grabs this jar, pulls it down, and kind of sets it down. As he pops it open, you guys are like, oh, the stench. He's just like, he reaches in there and it's like, pulls it out. Pulls out this thing, looks like a slug of some sort that's like slowly starts moving around. He's like, sets it down. And he's like, let me show you. He walks over and reaches down under a cage, pulls this cage out, and slides it out. You see there's moving up something. He reaches in, pulls out a rat that's massive. He's like, sets it down. He's like, grabs this worm again, sets it on there, and the rat starts screaming. And you see the flesh on this thing start to fade away black, and the eyes got necrotic. He's like, I can maybe help you out with that.
That would be really cool.
Ava just.
Pretty much.
I haven't seen one of them worm slug things ever before in my few hundred years of living.
Roll a nature check.
Ah, yeah. $18.
18. The closest you've seen was what she had that hit her.
Okay.
That got flung from somewhere.
Right.
Not sure what the hell that thing was. You have no idea exactly what it is, but you're like, looks familiar, slightly different, a little more plump than the one that had on her, that totally destroyed her skin.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, grabs it, and you see he takes the worm and sets it into a bowl, and it's kind of just writhing in this bowl. Reaches and just wipes his hands on his pants, like,
Cool.
he's like, so turn around. He's trying to see. So where are your tattoos? You got them all on the neck. Where else on your back?
Probably just down the shoulders just a little bit, and then just all along the neck.
Stuff on your back. Right? Just middle of your back.
There's the other leg here.
Okay. He's like, with the wings, grab that stool, would you? Drag it over here.
I'll drag
So there's this
stool.
stool. You kind of pull it over. Have a seat. You sit down. It actually has a front, so you can turn and lean forward on this thing. It's like, this might hurt just a wee bit. You're like, okay, I'll sit. Your back feels like it's on fire. It's like, you guys see he grabs this, one of the bones. He's got 4 bones that are laid out that are sharpened. He grabs one and he takes another jar that he pulled over, sets it up. As he pulls it open, you guys smell sulfur. It kind of freaks you the hell out for a second.
Mhm.
What the hell? You guys see, as you're leaning forward, you don't even see it as he sets it down. These guys are kind of watching it. As it opens up, you see ashes kind of come up out of it into the air.
Oh,
He jams this thing in there, pulls it up. As he pulls it up, it's like, looks like, almost like magma coming out, and it drips. And it, he's like, leans forward, and sticks it on your back. You see his eyes Make Constitution save for me.
Oh,
So or you pass out.
11.
Like I said, he's putting on a tough face for you guys. He's like, see, even sweat. And he starts going to his back, taking his time, dips a
Less
couple
of a
of times.
stick poke and more of a.
Oh, it's like he's garging this thing in. And about 10, 15 minutes into this, you see his head hit the edge of this thing. Tom's kind of keeps going.
keeps going.
Oh, yeah.
Spare the dying. Is that what you said?
dying.
It takes about 30 minutes. You made it almost halfway through before you passed out from the pain.
I'll take it.
As you come to, they've kind of moved you over, laid you on a bed on your stomach.
Yeah.
Your back still feels like it's on fire. Who's next?
I want to, like, do the symbols look like anything specific?
As you guys kind of look at it, at first it looks just like a bloody mess. You're like, what in the hell are we doing? You move him, he moves him over and sets him down, and he grabs a bucket of water. So he fills it up and he walks over. As you're laying passed out, he just douches you with it. And as it washes off, it's like it's washing charcoal off of his back. And the markings look like flames that come up his back. And they kind of flare for a minute and then back down. And they're dark red, almost like a brand tattoo that's now in the back. So now fire resistance.
Cool.
Nice.
You want to
Next.
add a tattoo and a tune to it?
Mm-hmm.
Which one? The absorbing or the? Is there a different
Should be the absorbing, I think.
I just-
Damage absorption.
So
Yeah, that's the one you can use your reaction to gain immunity
Cool.
against the instance of damage.
Absorbing
And the
tattoo.
number of hit points equal to the half the damage you would have taken.
Cool.
These are badass tattoos. Who's next?
Perfect.
I'll just look at these are. You are here first.
Okay. And I'll take off my jacket.
He's
And
like,
I'll hand it to Ava.
points to your pants. He's like,
I'm still passed out, right?
oh shit, yeah. He's like, see him reach down, he pulls his pant leg up, and from basically his ass cheek down to about his knee is fully covered with tattoos. He's like, unless you want to look like your friend, it's up to you.
Oh, that looked really painful.
I'm passed out. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you have anything for arms, or do you think the leg would be best?
It's like, have a seat.
I'll just sit down.
It's like, you have 0 tattoos right now, right?
Just
Yeah.
one for his hand.
Just the one on your hand.
Yeah.
He grabs your hand, turns it over, and he goes, yeah, and turns and he steps to the side of you. So, what hand is it? Right hand? You had your symbol on?
Is that the right or left? I can't remember.
That was your right hand.
Yeah.
So I think that's one you reached out with. That's where it came up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He steps over to the left side. He's like, dips it in, same thing. He pulls it up, and you can smell the sulfur as he pulls it. And you're like, it's like, where the hell are you from?
Oh.
He drills with it. You're like, make Constitution.
Oh boy.
Like, well,
Well, I broke.
Yep.
Ooh, 21.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. It hurts like hell. You feel like somebody's literally burning your arm off as he gets going. Same thing. He makes these designs. It goes from almost all the way up your entire shoulder, around, and down to about right here. Like almost a 3/4 sleeve. Up.
Yeah.
And he's going to town. Takes about 30 minutes. You guys see that the lights are starting to kind of as you're getting to the end of this. He steps back and he's like, I'm impressed. And he slaps you right on. You're like, I'm impressed. He kind of chuckles just as you're starting to come to. He's like, he goes off as you're kind of looking. As you look up at, he freaking douches you with a can of water. And as the water, same thing, comes off, you look down, and it flares for just a moment. But it is actually almost like a large compass that wraps your arm, like a nautical compass almost, that has flames that kind of come off of it. It looks really cool.
Cool.
And now you have the same fire. Who's next?
I see. 250.
Since you're also doing fire, did you just want to go so he doesn't have to switch back?
Yeah, sure. I think if I stand here and watch another one, I'm gonna pee my pants. So I just want this go.
He chuckles. It's like,
Sit down.
So you have the tattoos where?
I have the one on my hand for
That's
the
right.
Healer's Guild, and then I had some like vines and stuff, but then they kind of get cut off by just necrotic damage.
Yeah, okay. He kind of looks you over and is like, turns you slightly, and he's like, wow. Turns and it's like, oh,
Another worm.
have a seat.
Okay.
So, anywhere particular you would like?
Well, maybe, Belladonna, you've gotten tattoos before. Where does it hurt the least?
I got 2 tattoos.
Everywhere?
I mean, I got them in places that were probably pretty uncomfortable, so I don't know.
Should have asked Apollo, but he's out.
He'll be coming back here soon, but he's just starting to.
I mean, where would you like a tattoo?
Maybe I'll do one like on my back. Is that okay?
It's like,
With your wings?
Really, I still do my shoulders.
Sure.
Right.
he kind of turns his face. He's like, go ahead and do what you need to do with your shirt.
All right.
He's like,
I actually haven't taken those shirts off since I got the wings, so I might actually need some help.
Okay.
here, duck your head. Come on.
Yeah, just pull really, really hard.
What?
Just pull really hard.
Is there a way to, like, retract? How?
I put my wings straight out, like that,
So
and then you just got to
She
pull
goes
it up.
full Naruto and you gotta just
I'm
pull it.
so
Yeah.
afraid.
Just pull it really hard.
Okay.
Like half not looking because I'm afraid I'm going to
Okay.
hurt her.
Shirt comes off. He's like, no, still not looking. Like,
Can I have my shirt back? I'll just
So
really happy that both the boys are out.
he's in the corner, like, he's awake, but he never
I
passed out.
forgot you were
He
awake.
never passed out.
Yeah, I'm awake.
He never passed out.
Rocking.
Maybe in the future I'll show you how I do my wraps for underneath my clothes.
That would be good.
You're sitting there. I'll show you the wraps. He just starts going. So where your wings kind of attach, the design he's going to make goes kind of underneath your collar, your shoulder blades, and goes up between your wings and slightly up onto the back of your neck. So if you have your shirt on, you'll see just the tips of flames coming out. Yours kind of wraps even up higher, goes up kind of over some of the black. So you got like full-blown flames that kind of wrap your shoulder, intermingle with the other ones you have.
I like it.
Go and make a Constitution save.
Oh, that was Oh, 8.
She's like, oh, ow, ow, ow. You make it about maybe 10 minutes into this, and her head,
Oh.
you hear a from him as he keeps going. By the time you get done, same thing. He asks you guys to help you take her and lay her down on her stomach. Same thing. He blasts her with a thing of salt water. And the tattoo design, it almost looks like an extension of your wings.
Ooh.
Like the bottom edge of your wings, that if they're just kind of tucked, it looks like they feather into the flames. So as you lift your wings up, it's like bright flames underneath and then over the top. So as they come down, it kind of blends.
Cool.
Does a damn good job on it. So now you have the absorption one as well for fire.
Nice.
And he looks at you and says, "You're up."
All right. Is there a particular area that's better to place them or anything?
Kind of looks. Anything on your legs at all?
Just hands.
Fair enough. Any tattoos?
No, these are the only ones I have.
Theme seems to be a back or an arm, so wherever you would like.
I'm cool to do leg.
Alright, have a seat.
Take a seat on his stool and just.
Everybody's passing out. And
Oh yeah, Dieter's the only one conscious right now.
Tears and Scylla watching everybody else. He's just barely coming through like. You wake up, yeah. Hear a. And as you sit back up, and you're like, that big old thing, water hits you, washing. It's like, all right, so calf around like the lower half of your leg from ankle to knee or knee to like your thigh, which foot?
We'll do
Your choice.
thigh.
Okay. Right or left? It's up to you.
Right.
Okay. So he starts going and kind of the same thing. He doesn't even wait. Like as you sit down, you're like, yeah, about right here. It just starts.
Okay.
And as he's going, it's like black because the skin looks like it's starting to like as he keeps going. Make Constitution save.
Oh boy. Awesome. 22.
Damn.
I rolled a 19.
Again, it's about a 30, 35 minute process for him to go. And it wraps almost your entire thigh. It wraps around from just above your knee. As he gets done, you're kind of the same thing as Dieter. Your eyes are kind of like, the room starts kind of, ooh, you're like, ugh, as he stops. Like, thank goodness he stopped. He blasts you again with water as it washes off. What you see is a design that's very similar to, it looks like smoke, but with a skull that's kind of in it on your thigh. And as it washes off, the mouth, it looks almost like the mouth kind of moves a little bit as it. You got it. It's black with gray that wraps around your thigh.
Nice.
So you now have the same with necrotic.
Cool. Nice. Nice.
So do we just add that as like a resistance? Or-
So
It's
there's
a
an item.
magical
It's
dart.
the absorbing tattoo, and yours will be fire.
I'm glad you guys even asked. Like, they ask, some fire resistance. I'm like,
Yeah.
take you down and get you all tattoos.
Yeah.
Yep, absorbing fire, but yeah, there's absorbing for whichever one you need. So, okay. Tattoos are done.
No.
Ava finally comes to, vomits on the floor, gets blasted with another thing of water, just like he did.
Please press the vegetation to clean you up and dry you off.
Is this like being wet? Thank you.
He, Thomas is like, yeah, like I said, if you make it up in there, bring some bark back to me and see if I can't finish the rest. Maybe some more. have some rare trees up there that make really, really good pigments and things for tattoos. So. Well, don't get those too dirty for the next couple of days. We're gonna need some time to heal, but should be good to go.
Well, thank you, Thomas.
You're welcome. So, give my best to the lady. I got pee. And he walks right out to the end of the dock, kind of. You hear as he starts pissing off the end of the dock. He's standing in his room like.
Okay.
All right, well, let's go back. It's been a few hours.
It's been, 3 hours since you left. Almost dead on.
So we hurry back.
Time to go.
You're gonna jump on some griffins and head back. Cool.
As we're leaving, I'll just thank you. I'll just not really look behind me and just.
Good luck. Large turtle man pissing off here. Get this back to you. Cool. So heading back to the place, to the Castellanters.
I thought it was to. Is that where the circle is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was at her, whatever, Silverhand's castle.
Oh,
It's a castle
yeah.
there.
There is a teleportation circle.
But not
there.
the one that you're looking for.
He can
He didn't
just
need to use that.
create his
He
own.
can do his own. Okay, so where are we heading to?
Heading back to the Castellanters.
As you guys land, the emissaries are waiting, ready to go. Packed up, you see them all kind of with a few bundles and packs, and they see you guys come in and land, and we're ready whenever you guys are ready to go. We really appreciate you getting us closer.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's go. So we'll head on inside. Just to any side room, and I will bust out my chalks and start casting teleportation circle.
Nice. Cool. Teleportation circle. Get this, 6 seconds?
Yeah, it'll last for one round.
Chop, step through.
What's the
Yep. Very ready to. Okay. What does your teleportation circle look like?
Oh, just lots of just arcane lines and glyphs and circles and things.
Math.
Yeah,
Looks like a freaking equation
magic.
written on the wall.
Yeah, magic math.
Oh, no. Cool. As he scribes it out. Okay, you tell them when they're ready. You have one line left to go.
That's right. All right. As soon as this opens up, you got to run through. We only have 6 seconds.
Sounds good.
The emissaries.
They nod and look at each other. They're ready. They're right there standing. Ready to go.
Okay. And I will finish it and then pump it with magic.
Okay. Makes the last. As soon as it hits, boom.
Just jump right in.
The emissaries all step in and you feel this stretch. Yeah, it's like everything being pulled out from it. Okay, and you're heading to
Hill's Edge.
your home. So where your home has 2 rooms. There's the back room, the study room, where this thing is, and then there's the other room out front that has the kitchen table and everything out front. There's the 2 separate rooms. That's where Killar tried to run through and grab the dude right where that teleportation through when he vamped. So that's where you guys come to. It's darkened. Looks like it's getting closer to evening, but especially a little further as you guys land. Boom! You look around and you instantly see you're in your childhood home. Where you land, look around. There's kind of, as it hits, it's like there's kind of some dust motes kind of floating through the air as you look. The door's shut, and you're like, everybody kind of stumbles and, okay. You guys hear in the other room kind of a chair and something fall in the other room. Door shut.
I immediately go bust open the door.
Gator, it's been 8 years, right?
So you run to the door. We're going to take a quick break.
Oh!
So be right back. I gotta take a break. I gotta go be Thomas.
Yay!
Be right back. You're rolling. All right. We back. Be Thomas for a second.
Yeah.
It's totally me.
keep going to like itch my ear and I'm touching the piercings and freaking out. I'm afraid it's gonna hurt. But they don't hurt today.
Nice.
So, the crew, as you guys land in, it's a small room, a very big room. You now have, what, 8, 9 of you?
Yeah.
The door's shut, and on the other side of the side, you hear kind of a stool or something slide across the wooden floor, and then something fall. You run for it.
Yeah, I just opened the door.
I run after Data, of course.
I just stand in the room ready to go.
Okay. As you rip the door open, you see a figure kind of beelining it towards the front door.
Oh,
How far away is it?
20, 30 feet.
Oh, yeah.
That's not sure about
Not very far. The house isn't very big.
And it has to open a door.
Door's open.
Oh, the door's open.
Door's like
To
they're
the
running.
outside.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
running. So you just bust this door open, like I say, about 20, 30 feet out. You just see a figure running towards a door that's open to go out the front door.
yeah. I'm guessing I don't have enough time to get a good look at him, do I?
As they're running away from you, crouched, kind of beelining away.
All right.
How long will it take?
Do we get to?
I am,
do we see him? No,
He's kind of right in the doorway, so you guys would be like
Okay.
looking past him.
I'm going to cast Ochuluk's Resilience Sphere on him. So I need him to make a dexterity saving throw.
Nice. That'd be a 13.
Oh, good. He needed to beat an 18.
Yeah, I rolled it. Cool. So, what does your sphere do?
Just encapsulates him. Yeah, it's just
Just
the
the
ball.
hamster ball again?
Yeah, it's the
It
hamster
like
ball.
halves
yeah.
their movement though.
yeah, half
Yeah.
movement.
Because you can
As-
still move.
Let's see.
But I have to fit through things.
Oh, true.
Let's see.
True. It probably can't fit through a doorway.
Couldn't last time.
All right. By the time you're like, they're running, you cast this thing, and as it hits, they're just at the outside the door. So it's like, boom, and this ball is rolling outside the door. They're ready to see if they made it out the door.
There you go.
When you say they, is there
The
more
person.
than one? Okay.
We don't know if it's a he or she yet.
Well, I know. I just meant, are there more than
No.
one?
I will.
Yeah, I'll go.
Once
running
Dieter
after.
starts running, I'll start running out there with him.
Okay. As you run across the room, you notice that there's the table. Actually, roll a perception check.
All of us? Or?
I
I would have definitely stepped
Yes,
well,
I
I
would have left the room.
would have just like paid attention to what was going on in the room.
Whoever's in there wants to roll for it.
29.
Yes.
Okay.
A natural 20 for a total of 24.
I want to roll for fun. 2.
13.
13. You're so focused on the hamster ball as you run. As you're running through there, the only thing really you smell like something fresh cooked food as you're running. You guys kind of run through as you see this ball pop up and the person like kind of falls and it's like goes up around the top as
Unfortunate.
it's rolling away. You guys run through as you're running after him. You glance and there's a table that has looks like a plate set with warm steamed food, and it looks like it's whoever knocked over a chair and took off running.
I wouldn't
Just
have
a
left the
candle
room.
sitting there that's kind of flickering.
I would just keep running after Dieter. Just, I think someone's living in your house.
I'm not listening to her. I'm
Yeah,
still
you're running. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm running with him.
As you run to
I'm faster than him.
so if you remember remember I showed you your house before?
Yeah.
So let me see if I can find the map real quick. Gotta show you where you're at here. Okay, so oh, I saved it. I did it just the other day. Where the F is it? East. Well, hell, I guess it didn't get saved in here. That sucks. Actually, maybe this one. Please, sorry, I'm trying to find the picture. There it is. So remember your home. This is your good floor. So it says Edge Hill, but it should be Hill's Edge. Remember your little house. So
Yeah.
this town where you guys bumped into, the only one who's been here is you and Killar.
Yeah.
Nobody else has seen this. So your house is this one right here.
Uh-huh.
So as you come running out the front door, this thing's rolling down. It's a downgrade towards another house, going right down this little dirt road that's going away from your house. Yeah, this one's your house. This is the large mayoral kind of house that sits up on the hill, the one that you tried to get into and jumped off the cliff into the river.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. That was a good
So
time.
this was, as you come running out the door, you're chasing this ball that's now rolling down this hill. As you come busting out the door, you notice very quickly that there are other structures around that weren't there before. As you're running after this thing, kind of chasing this ball that's running down the hill. It's boom, boom. It's just rolling down the hill away from you.
What is the speed it's rolling at?
You guys will be able to catch up to it pretty soon.
Can I
but
get in front of it with 50 feet of movement?
Yeah, you probably could.
I'll get in front
You're
of it
like,
and try to slow it
running
down.
Nelson.
Yeah, I'll try to
You're
slow
running
it
around.
down from the
Okay.
front.
Okay. What's the strength check out there to move it?
Oh, it's weightless.
Person
So
inside,
the-
don't they have
the
to do
sphere-
something? They can
The
like
person
run in it, right?
inside is half movement if they're trying to run.
Yes, that's okay.
On the outside, you could just freely.
So you make it around and kind of stop with this thing, and this person's like in the bottom
Oh, they're
of this.
still just like laying in it?
Well, they were rolling. Like as it started rolling down the hill, they're like ring, ring,
Oh,
ring. So
that's
it was
unfortunate.
picking up speed as it was starting with their momentum of their body. It was going to start going faster. So
We're just gonna kind of like take a look.
as she kind of stops, this person kind of they're and they're all kind of crumpled up. And you come down the hill. They said you look around as you catch up to the ball, and you look around, and there are like tents, structures there. Remember last time you were here, your city was on fire. Like the Volstrucker were going through, burning the city, and you could hear screams of people in your city being tortured and whatever. You see some of the buildings are still kind of burnt out as you just glance around real quick, but there are like tents and like wagons set up all over this area where it was just open fields and farmland before. So,
Okay.
as you stop the ball, as you kind of walk up to it, look inside, a head kind of pulls up and looks up at you. Eyes go very wide, and you're like, you look at him and you immediately recognize him as a friend of yours that you knew before you left.
Yeah.
That was also a town guard with you at one time.
Yeah.
So he kind of pulls his head back. He's like, "It is you, Dieter. Is that you?" He pulls his head up and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah, what are you doing in my home?
He's like, your mom told me to wait to see if you'd show up."
I dropped the sphere.
So the person you see standing before you, good. His name is Erevar. He is just a human male that was about as mediocre of a guard as you were on his best day.
Yeah.
So you two were you knew each other. He got picked on, kind of got some shit from the people around. But he steps forward and just grabs you in a massive hug. It's like, "I can't believe you're here."
Yeah, it's been what, 8 years? 9 years?
And Leah, and he steps back and you see his hair is like patchy, like he's missing chunks of hair, like it's like almost like he's been burned inside his head. He's got some hair that's kind of growing. There's bald patches. He kind of smiles, and his smile's kind of tight on one side, where it doesn't quite, just because he's been burned. So, yeah, it's been a while. I can't believe you're standing here.
I can't believe you're still here too.
bastards came through and leveled the town. I tried to hide, but he turns his head and you see the extent. His ears kind of shriveled. His whole side of his head is completely burnt, scarred.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What are you? I can't believe how. Where have you been?
Well, I've been with these people.
He kind of, at this point, he finally looks around and he's like, eyes go kind of wide, like,
Hi.
oh.
Yeah, sorry for the jump. There's a teleportation circle in the house.
I should have known something. So you really are a wizard now?
Much better than a guard. At least I'm better at wizarding than
Yeah,
guarding.
we probably weren't very good. He kind of chuckles. So what are you here to stay? What are you doing?
Just passing through.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
trying to. Well, part of what we're doing is trying to take care of the whole problem that came here in the first place.
They haven't been back for. Are they coming back? Sure. That he's like scared as he's asking us like. Okay.
Expect the worst, but hope for the best. That's all we can do these days.
He says, well, yeah. Everybody who came outside. Everybody come outside.
I did.
Okay. Roll perception check for everybody.
Next 20. So 30.
Nice.
7.
This is the village proper.
Ah, cool.
Nice.
20. What'd you get?
A 7.
13.
17.
The three of you, you're kind of absorbed talking to your friend here.
Yeah.
You guys kind of start glancing around. Ava, you notice immediately that there are people kind of coming out from where these tents are, kind of like looking at you guys. There's several people around that have heard this commotion. It's getting towards dusk. They are kind of watching you for a minute. You also notice ever so faintly that there's things like coming down out of the sky every so often, just a little, like a snowflake almost. So you're kind of like,
Did they look like ashes?
pretty much. Just every so often you see it.
Are these people friendly? Oh.
Yes. Erevar, these are my friends. This is my good friend Ava.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Sorry.
The emissaries follow us? Or
Yeah, they're kind of standing in the doorway like, do we come out? Everything okay?
Yeah, I'll just wave them out.
They all step out very slowly, and Erevar's like, oh, you brought a lot of people with you.
And again, we're just passing through.
So, no, it would be nice if you'd stay, but you said your mother asked me to wait for you.
Is she alive?
She was about a month ago when they left and went east. She said she was looking for you. So it's just her and my father went with her, and a couple of the other people from town were heading east looking for their family. Didn't know where to look, so she went east with them, looking for you. She told me to wait here.
People were taken eastward.
Yeah, and then we started getting, he kind of points around, all these people flooding in within the last month or two, just flooding in here, telling stories of things back east, so I don't know where she's at now.
The magic men and women with crystals in their arms. Are they the ones that took people east?
No, it was just my father going to look for my brother. Your mother went with him and some of the others going east when all of those crystal armed people fled. When they left, they went east, so they assumed that they had taken you east and my brother east. So I stayed here and all these people started flooding in, so I've been trying to point out places for them to put their tents. It's like, I don't know what's going on east. Is that where you guys are heading?
That's where we're heading, yeah. We're gonna go figure it out.
Well, do you have food if you need to just go in right now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Tell me about your brother.
well, he kind of gets very teary-eyed almost. It's like, when they came, two of them came into our house. My brother pushed me into a closet and barred the door. He saved me, fought with these folks, and then as they were screaming and laughing, the house started on fire. I climbed down as low as I could get in the closet and stayed there till the fire was gone. Thought I was going to die in there. But my brother saved my life, pushed me in that closet. I haven't seen him since. My mother found her body in the living room where she was by the fire right before they broke in. She never made it. So my father went east looking for my brother, with some of the other families looking for their family if they're still alive or not. Never found his body. I don't know where he went. So mother thought that's where you had gone to.
Okay.
What? Is there anything we can do to help? You notice there's several people coming out of between these tents and houses, kind of approaching.
No, we'll be okay.
Dude, we could probably pay for some horses. Or some sort of amount to speed things up. Sounds like we need to catch up to your mom.
Ava, can you do that whole cloud travel?
Yeah.
Well, let's see how many people it can
Forgot
take.
she had that. Glad somebody remembered.
Let me see how many
Right.
I want to meet this dragon and read his sword. They got some cool shit.
Yeah, baby.
I missed it too.
I was like, there's some cool stuff in there. You've got plenty of cool stuff.
Oh, I'm not saying otherwise.
But they did. They're beyond. I gave them some
I can
game breaking
take-
shit. Like,
How many of us are there?
9.
9, so I can take 10. So we'll be good.
I can take 10 people, so we should be good to go.
We can travel really quickly that way.
Really
it's
quickly.
for 8 hours.
8 hours, 300 feet.
Every 6 seconds.
I'll ask for 8 hours. Make up somebody do the math. I'm not mathing it today. It's a lot.
Make up a lot of time.
Yeah.
Make up the time.
How long ago did they leave?
It's been a month ago.
Okay.
I ask every one of these people when they come in. They just keep coming. He kind of points down by the river, and you can see that there's people like actively starting to set up like a tent of some sort. It's like they just keep coming.
Are you in charge of this whole operation?
Don't know really if anybody's in charge. We're just trying to do the best we can and help these folks that are coming in with finding water and a place to put a tent for a while. They keep telling us stories of things happening back east while they're running, but they're fleeing from something. Fires and sorts of natural animals and things up there. That's really where you guys are heading.
Yeah. Here's just a strange, random question. Crabby old woman, Frau Schultz. Is she alive or dead these days?
I haven't seen her for quite a while.
That's a shame. She was the worst, but I never wanted something bad to happen to her. Not really.
She was the worst.
Well, hey, tell you what. We're gonna go. But thank you for keeping the home safe.
Yeah, I'll get my stuff out of there.
No, please stay.
Alright. You see, his house wasn't too far from yours. You glance over and see where his house was. There's rubble.
No, please stay.
I'll keep it safe for you. Yeah, your mom mentioned something that she just said you may stop by sometime or may show up, but she didn't say anything about a magic portal or something in there. He kind of like,
Magic little
Yeah.
heebie-jeebies.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here. For your trouble. And I'll actually give him 300 gold.
he's like, well, for what?
For your trouble. For taking care of my family home. And for you to do good for the people here.
Well, this will help with. Yeah, we can get some hay and some wheat and a few other things that this really could help. Thank you.
I can't think of anyone better to do it than you.
He kind of smiles and says, well, you know, you always treated me well. Those assholes that I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but most of those guys tried their hardest when they were butchered in the streets. They were the first ones that were butchered and hung on the walls and quartered when those guys came through. So I won't say anything else mean about them, but you were always one that was nice to me, so I do the best I can to help you.
Well, hey. Crappy town guards have to stick together, right?
We always did.
We always will.
But I'll take care of your house whenever. Are you coming back?
Eventually.
Okay.
We'll try to find the people who went east. We'll try to get back.
If you see my father, let him know I can come home sometime.
Do I know his dad's name?
You would. His dad is Regan, Reigen.
Just for math purposes, we'd be able to travel 273 miles in 8 hours. Just FYI. Or 1,440,000
Okay,
feet.
Jeremy.
I don't know why that reminds me of Caleb. It is now 2
Yeah.
o'clock. It is
200
now
miles.
3 o'clock.
8 hours.
273. Almost.
Wow,
In
nice.
8 hours. That's good.
Nice.
Thought I'd throw that out there.
I'll turn to everyone and be like, alright, well, ready to go?
That would definitely help. So, where you think and where they've kind of told you where Myth Draenor is from here, on horseback going full speed, it's about a 4-day journey. If you're going to pop that gaseous form, it's probably going to cut that into maybe 2 days at the most. You guys can freaking haul ass with that.
Okay.
You're about 500 miles-ish.
So I recommend that we do it as far as we can, and then we rest, and then I can use it again, and then we'll probably be there. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Yeah. I will also cast Telepathic Bond at
Nice.
5th level.
Nice.
So, up to 8 willing creatures.
So everybody but one.
Yeah, I'll just be like, I can get everyone but one who is okay with not talking for 8 hours. Apollo, thank you for volunteering. Everyone else will have a telepathic link.
Just send me a message if you need it.
Oh wait,
can't.
it only lasts for 1 hour.
Oh,
It's to say it
For
only
an hour.
lasts an hour.
Yeah, still an hour.
When you ask when you guys can't talk, you're just
Give you guys.
you're like
We can
"How
kind of
is
see
it?"
each other and we're like, go.
it's all right.
Yeah, no talking, no nothing. It's just
Yeah, so she pops in. So we know where we're going about.
It's almost directly
it's
east.
it's generally east of here. Nobody here has actually been there.
Okay.
So the Elven folks know the emissaries, especially, at least kind of have a general. It's right over there, like that way, so they know they have a pole to it. They're connected to it. They've never been there, but the nature of what they are and who they
Are able to do that.
they kind of know. Yes, it's there. We need to get there.
Maybe they should lead so that way they can point us in the right direction, and then when this first day is over, we can find somewhere all to meet up.
That's a great idea.
Just
We can see each other still.
vaguely.
You guys
We'll just look a little.
like wisps, like
Yeah.
your little gash. Just
It's the Harry Potter fighting.
That would be sick if we're like smoke clouds. It'd be so cool.
Yeah. just kind of look like you guys are all Dementors. Everybody sees you coming in.
We're definitely tired.
So yeah, like I said, it's about a 4-day-ish journey, but doing that is maybe 2 at the most.
Nice.
Yeah, we do that.
Good call. Good use of gaseous form. Okay, so
Do we want to go a whole 8 hours since it's already kind of late? Can you get exhausted from traveling in a gaseous form?
if you stay up longer than you could,
I think we can make it up at the end of the 8 hours. Or rest now, whichever you guys want. Most of us only need 4 hours of sleep anyway.
true.
Not me, Gator.
All of them, but yeah.
So whatever you guys want to do, man. It's like I said, it's getting dusk, almost dark.
Yeah, let's just go for it, and then we can rest afterwards.
Yeah, let's just fly and then we'll.
And you guys don't need to take watches on the next one. We can spread that out between the 10 elves.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
True,
Yeah,
right?
any elves that can.
Yeah, that's
Plenty elves. We don't have to worry about it.
Very true. Okay, so is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah.
So pop in the gaseous form. Your friends, they kind of. These people are watching you. You notice there's a couple people that you recognize that look just downtrodden, dirty. That just kind of look at you with vague expression of. They're kind of just lost in their whatever. Several people that are gathered around you've never seen before. You notice some of the people in the tents are from very close to where you grew up. Some of the towns and the different groups of people, you see some of the markings and some clothing patterns, and you're like,
None from El Boulder specifically.
if you want to search the whole town, it's going to take a bit.
Well, I won't search, but just
But
like
just
in the
glancing
area.
around, no, you see people that
Are there
definitely
any,
from the
any
east.
from that other town I spent some time in?
Yeah,
Ooh.
the other town you spend some time in is bigger. It has almost like a lordship over that town. So you see some colors.
Yikes. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
You're like,
Go, let's go. I'm casting.
you see that they're not like set up like royal. It's, all these people come here are fleeing, and half their shit's just dirty and just whatever they can grab and go.
I don't care. I'm still hiding behind my friends. And just I'm short enough I can just like choose one of them and stand behind them.
Your staff is like, What's that?
Well, I don't know if anyone there will recognize me, but I was supposed to be executed in that city, so I'd like to not be seen.
Kind of a chuckle. Huh. See, we do have things in common. Casting your form.
Cool.
Let's go, boys.
Okay.
Everyone has to be willing, but let's go.
I'm willing. I'm so willing. Let's get out of here.
The one that actually steps up and takes charge to lead, the one that went with you,
I'm alright.
she's like, let's do this. All the people are like backing up away from you guys. They're taking off. Let's see.
Rapidly fast. Those were some fast snow clouds that were just.
So you go a full 8 hours.
Mhm.
Heading east. Okay.
We fly.
Or wherever Amara takes us.
Pretty much. So, as you guys take off, you guys are like, it takes a minute to kind of get the feel for what, whoa, it's weird. You guys immediately start beelining east. It gets darker and darker throughout the night. As you guys are whipping along, how high are you? Just
Wherever they want to fly.
she's just cruising along. You notice as you guys are whipping along, from what you can see, there is a train of like torchlights all along this road that runs east. And you see as you're whipping along, as you pass any side roads, you can see that there's torchlights. And it's cart after cart after cart after cart. People
Heading towards.
you guys are heading, flying on the top of the mass exodus coming out of this area. 8 hours rolls past. Just as it's starting to get light, you feel the spell about to fade on you. She guides you down as you come down into a small clearing. Come back to your form. As the sun is just coming up, you notice that there's a lot more ash coming out of the sky, falling. And it's a slight blanket over everything around you that is coming. And as you land, you smell burning. As you look out around, everything kind of has just a slight, like a mist of frost of ash, not snow, covering everything as you look around. And it's still falling out of the sky.
Well, if this is where we want to rest, I can set up a tiny hut. I can make the castle.
How long does the castle last?
It can last for 24 hours or until I dispel it.
That's probably safest.
Safest, most comfortable.
Doesn't smell like ash.
Doesn't smell like ash. Plenty of food and provisions.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Okay. I will cast Giesinger's High Castle at 7th level.
Nice. Okay. Pops. The elven emissaries are impressed. It's like,
So give us some refuge.
Yeah.
Take our rest.
haven't seen one of these in a while. It's impressive.
Thank you.
Everybody's looking like.
I'll open the door and hold it open, just welcoming everyone inside the space.
Okay, so I'll step in. It is just getting daylight, so you guys have been traveling all freaking night. Yeah, if you want to hit
sleep early, you probably should do it now.
Yeah.
Or exhaustion's going to be kicking in a hurry. So,
Yeah, definitely gonna do that.
Are there guest rooms in
Mhm.
the giant castle?
Don't most of us have our own room?
Yeah, you guys all have your own room. There's a room for Tendo and Kilbar, and then there's plenty of guest rooms.
oh yeah, remember, described there's a bunch. So,
Yeah,
head to your suites.
yeah.
Yes.
While we're walking inside, I'll just talk to Aiden for a sec. Just once all this calms down, I figured that all the refugees in Hill's Edge might be able to benefit from this place.
From the castle?
Not so much the castle, but just all of the food here. I can take care of 100 people at a time.
How long can you keep it up?
24 hours.
Yeah, I mean, you could serve a lot of people in that time. It might get a little crazy with, like, crowd control, but...
Yeah, we'll have to space it out for the 24 hours, but we fit a lot of people. Let them come in, get taken care of, get refreshed.
I could set up, like, a little clinic and, like, treat wounds and stuff.
Mhm.
I'm gonna need a lot of plants.
Yeah, they can bring in all their clothing. We can mend it, clean it, give them a fresh start.
I mean, I wish we could do that right now.
Yeah,
I'm
me
sure
too.
it could really mad at us, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
But yeah, once we're done, we should definitely come back.
One day I'll make a better one. A better castle. We can take care of 10 times
Better castle.
Better castle? How did it
A
get
better
better
castle.
than this one?
a bigger castle. With more magic, more things.
So you mean like a real castle?
A real castle would be nice, but
You can just build a real castle.
more means to take care of. Just take over the world.
You can you could make your own like city.
War castle. Nice.
Castle. Yeah.
What would you call your city?
I don't know. Probably something with Giesinger in it.
Giesinger
Dieter.
town.
Dieter
Would it be a
Town.
town or would it be a city?
I mean, preferably it'd be a city.
Sinkerville.
Dieropolis. Diddy.
Diddy.
Diddy. The Diddy city.
Okay.
I think it's Garth.
Okay. Well, we'll put a focus group on it. I'll turn to like some of the guards, so like the spectral guards, and I'll be like, "You four, you're my focus group.
What's a focus
How
group?
do you feel about
Go talk
Diddy
about
City?
go talk about town names and discuss Diddy City."
Diddy City, come on. Before the one here look at it, Diddy Cities are kind of gossiping as they walk away.
So do they do everything you tell them to do?
Yeah, and my subconscious.
Don't know what that is, but
You're
So if you
walking
were to
around
tell
in his
them-
subconscious right now.
if
You're
you
walking in his subconscious right now.
Ew.
It's creepy.
It's an extra dimensional space projected by my subconscious.
So if you were to
Things in
tell
those
them
rooms that you don't know
to
about. Real TV.
Or that we want to know about.
can they do anything?
They look like
Anything reasonable yet?
Anything reasonable? So if you told them to like
Mm-mm.
murder someone in their sleep, they would.
I don't know.
I'm not saying we should try it. I'm just saying. I was just questioning.
is the person who usually is the one they experiment on in her sleep? I'm afraid.
How sneaky
True.
are they? Do you think? Could they like steal stuff from people?
They could.
Well, next time we need to get something from someone, let's just invite them in and see if those guys can do it.
I'd rather.
It sounds like a good idea to me.
Ditty City.
I'm not saying we call this place Ditty City. I'm saying that, eventually we call a big place Ditty City. This is more like Ditty Square.
Okay.
I think it's a good name. We can call it Ava City if you like that better.
That does sound better. Well, everyone, please enjoy yourselves. I'm going to bed.
Same.
That sounds nice.
Everybody's staying up or everybody goes.
Going to
Absolute.
bed.
Everybody's
Long rest.
Yes.
Long rest.
Long rested.
whatever you need back. You guys are long resting. It's gonna be afternoon by the time you guys get up.
Yeah.
So now you guys have flipped your sleep cycles. You're on graves now.
Well, yeah, because we were doing that, like, we were already out that way from when we saved David, too, so we're on, like, a weird sleep cycle at the moment.
You guys are on graves now.
Okay, let's see.
But catch people unaware.
Yeah. So, it's 11 o'clock. Call it now. Go home. We're going to go 1 more hour since we started late. I will go up for 1 more hour. It's up to you guys. We're gonna just
I don't care which.
I have to work tomorrow.
Cool.
I might do the rounds.
So let's call it then.
Yeah, let's
Cool.
So, as you guys go
Nice.
take your long rest, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You're about halfway to where you need to be now.
Yeah.
After a 8-hour flight.
Instead of like a quarter of the way I thought.
Nice.
Who knows what kind of traffic jam we would have ran into with those freaking people.
Yes.
When you said that, I'm like, oh, we missed all that.
Yeah, there's still, even where you guys kind of land off to the side, it's a clearing off the roadway, so you're not landing right in the middle of the road. You guys would have heard wagons going by
Until we got into
a
the
ways until you guys step in the door
Keys and Grill.
to Dieterville. To Diddy Square.
Detergent.
So, cool. We'll pick it up in a couple of weeks if you guys get there, man.
Oh, nice.
So we good.
Cool.
Oh, we got 6
2
tip
weeks.
twos.
Anything going on for you in a couple weeks?
Let's find out.
Yes, we're here.
Hope not.
Right?
Just working school. Yeah. I think the 28th, right? So, yeah, nothing right now. We'll see. May 20 or 29th.
It's good
sorry.
at 29th.
Yeah, 29th. Yeah, I got nothing. Should be ready to rock and roll.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, so let's shoot for that. So we'll be back in a couple of weeks. See if this crew can. Man, I had stuff ready to go.
Hey,
It's awesome, man. Good
we
call
haven't
on
been
the
there for
good call on the
long.
freaking trying to find something with fire resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thomas is cool.
Yeah.
Thomas likes to piss in the ocean.
Are you sure it was water you dumped on us?
I don't know.
Ugh.
None of you smelled it or tasted, so
I was
yeah, we'll be back in a couple
I
weeks.
was
So.
passed out. I don't know.
Bunch of y'alls.
Thanks for the new follow there, Nerdy Drunk Monkey Goblin. Great name.
Love it.
Love it. So, see y'all next time.